Motorhead Garage, presented by Dragonfire is brought to you by Amsoil, the first in synthetics, and by NextGen, the most powerful detailing products ever made.
Hey there, Motorheads. You're locked into Motorhead Garage, presented by DragonfireTools.com. I know you love off-roading, just like all of us do here at Motorhead Garage. And when folks buy a side-by-side like this, of course, they roll it off the line chain. As soon as they get it home, they take it out for a spin, they realize it needs a couple of things. So what are the first mods they want to make to a UTV like this?
Probably the number one thing is a front window. As soon as they go down the road at 50 miles an hour down a dirt trail or whatever else, and they realize the bugs and the dust and everything coming in, they decide that that's a necessary thing.
And Dirt Warrior Accessories, that's how you guys started. How did you develop your first windshields?
We didn't like anything that was on the market, so we kind of started making up some different ideas and come up with a couple of things. One unique thing we have is the vent system on these windows. So you can open it up to get airflow during the summer when it's hot, and then close it up. Yes, with the vents, when it opens up, it actually forces the air in, just to the natural dynamics of the car.
And the next step after the front windshield, folks are probably adding the back window.
The back window, it makes a big difference on the dust boiling down the road. The faster you go, the faster it comes in, and all of a sudden you notice the people in the back with the dirt all over their shoulders and everything
coming down
else.
the shirt and everything else.
Yeah.
Perfect. So you guys developed those as well. And then when it came to the sides, the only option that was available for a long, long time, it was just like a golf cart. Kind of had the isinglass, sort of just a plastic side. And what was wrong with that when you're driving a side-by-side?
The downfalls of those are, as soon as any dust or mud or anything gets on them and you wipe them off, they scratch really easy. And then all you're looking at is just a scratched window. They didn't seal off that great. They kind of flopped around, made a lot of noise that way. That's why we come into making these things out of full glass. And this is all full 1/4-inch safety glass. All the aluminum, we use 1/8-inch aluminum for the sides. Everything's powder coated. Everything is built right there in St. George, Utah.
What's the installation process like? I know we put this in, it didn't take very long, so walk folks through what it takes to put one of your enclosures in.
Okay, so if you'll notice some of the screw holes here, this is actually how it's put on. Everything that we have installed uses factory holes that are already existing.
So I'm not drilling into my brand new side-by-side and making holes where they don't belong, which is a good thing.
Right, because all of us hate doing that.
Yep.
We tried to make this thing look as close to factory as we could. All the factory holes that we use are existing. We come up with some different brackets that kind of hold the system in place. Easy to get in and out of. Turn the handles and pull it open. Reach inside, open up the door, goes back in, shuts back, and this locks the handle back in, so it's nice and tight. It's secure, but it's able for the car and cage to move around, because if these cars on the off-road and all the suspension, the way it works and everything, they're moving around. We didn't want to put any stress on the glass that we didn't have to.
That's for sure. And what about rattles and stuff like that? I know that's a big concern with folks.
It is. So we tried to make sure that every part that touches anything is sealed off with rubber, so that we can cut down on as many squeaks as possible. And the way that everything's locked in, we try to lock it as tight. I mean, like if you feel these are really solid on there, even in the front doors, which work kind of the same way. Turn the handle on the top, move the door here. Actually has a whole fill-in piece to take the window off if you want to. You can just lift it up, take it off, or slip it right back on. And you're ready to go back out again.
Very cool. And the installation process, typically, how long does it take for an entire vehicle if you want to enclose it?
Probably about an hour to do the whole thing, give or take.
Faster if you have a buddy as well.
Absolutely.
How many different makes and models do you cover with your enclosures?
Currently, right now, we have 12 different machines that we cover with the full enclosures. Now, as far as front and back windows, we cover pretty much every machine out there. We have a front and back for them. We are slowly working on all the enclosures.
What about colors? What are my choices?
We can do these in about any powder coating color, even the things with the normal color we do is black. It's a textured black, it seems to hold up better in the trees and stuff, but we offer in about any color.
Dirt Warrior Accessories, not just about these enclosures, which are amazing. They've got just about every accessory you need for your side-by-side, and coming soon, heating and air. We'll be right back with more Motorhead Garage presented by DragonfireTools.com, so do not touch that dial.